Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pro Builder SMP episode 4. There's a lot of feedback to act on in today's episode. Thank you so much for the feedback on last episode. If you watched that, you saw at the end of it, we built our house. I'll throw a picture up on the screen if you missed that episode. But I think the plan for today's episode is some improvements and actually finishing that house. One thing I wanted to check actually before I head over there is my sale. It was 1 diamond per slot. I've left this here for a few days. I have been taking the diamonds, but you'll see we got maybe 3 or 4 sales from this chest, quite a few from this chest. This was all completely full before we started, and 1 from here. Okay, my little pop-up stand for trading is gone, so it is time to head back to our house and get started on some building. One thing I haven't in fact showed yet in this series is this amazing bridge by Bitgardener. Let me just fly down and give you a look at this absolutely amazing bridge. Like, look at that. Now that is a nice bridge. I think I'm just going to take these spruce decorations I did at the very end of the last build down. I feel like they would look a lot better in crimson. I think this was kind of the design we were going for. A few not too extravagant, just some simple accents here. Let me just finish up this side and we'll have a step back and look at what we've made. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Like, as I said, I've done this in a test world and I think the outcome is really nice. I only did it on 1 wall in the test world though, so we're going to have to get it up and going around the whole build kind of in this style, get the bricks in and see how it looks. So I think actually what we could do before we go and get a bit more of the crimson to actually finish off the final details up here, what we could do is get these walls in and see how it looks when we've got all those in. Now, you may be very confused as to what I'm doing right now with my hotbar. So, pro gamer tip that I always use, I have a macro set up on my keyboard. So I press a button on my keyboard and it scrolls really quickly. So to build like this, I do it in creative as well when I'm building for my builds, but all I have to do is spam place blocks and look at that lovely randomized texture we're getting. That is really cool. And look at that, in 30 seconds or a minute, our walls are done. Final thing I think just to finish off this bottom layer is adding a bit of, I'm not sure what to call it, kind of medieval style vented windows with these fences here. I think we should have enough. Yeah. I just removed a few gaps in these walls, made it nice and symmetrical, and there we go. Let's head outside and have a look at how this is going along. I am really happy with this so far. One thing I think I should do actually is mix in a few shroom lights on the floor, because this place looks very dark from the outside. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, especially with the roof. It might be a bit difficult to do on the roof. But for down here, I think some shroom lights would look okay, just to light it up a bit, maybe a couple of them here. I think at least having 2 of them back here lights it up a tiny bit. I think I might add a few more on the corners, but I'm running very low on the old trap doors. So I think I won't be able to add all of the ones I want, but I can at least add these 2 at the back here to make it a bit brighter and a bit more lively. There we go. That looks a lot better, kind of lit from the bottom and projecting upwards, and it kind of fades out as you get towards the roof. I think that looks really good. No harm in gathering up a few carrots while we're at it. They've been nicely growing and I've been steadily trading these away with the villagers. And me as a Minecraft player, that just makes me very happy. Look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, guys. I upgraded my hoe to efficiency 5 and it insta breaks these. Oh, this is going to save me so much time. Oh my god. What the hell? Hello? Game? Generation? Normal things generating? I'm so confused. Well, okay, that's a lot of wood for us, I can't complain, but I'm a bit confused nonetheless. I think the first ones we want to get down are these hideous things on the ground. Let's cover all these up, and then we can actually get started on our side walls. Last one in, and there we are. Got this side done. Let's head over and do the other side. Feeling like a pro Skywars player right here. I've gone too high anyway. Whoops. Now that is pretty cool. This looks really, really fortified. I'm quite happy with the look, actually. It kind of looks like it's... I don't know how to describe it. It looks like it's well planted into the floor. Like, it doesn't look kind of a bit unstable. It looks really, really... a solid house, and a solid starter kind of first base in this world it will be. One more feature I forgot. Boom. A door. There we go. Time to jump into a time lapse. It was gold farm time. Spent a long time getting all these magma blocks, and finally I had enough for a gold farm. So this is going to supply us with so many good things. Rotten flesh for emeralds if we ever need them, and more importantly, gold for golden carrots. Now this took, let's say, longer than I hoped. It took about 3 hours in total getting the blocks as well, but here we are. A simple gold farm. I'm not too sure who this design is by, but I will leave a note if I do remember. And next time lapse is an improvement to our nether portal. So, I was thinking the nether portal on top of the village house was looking a tiny bit out of place, so I have decided to go ahead and come up with a nice little design for it. Here you see me building up 2 of these towers with the nether portal braced in between them. I thought these were really cool watchtower style designs, and I think they're going to work really well for our medieval village, which is the plan for what I kind of want to do with this area. I want lots of different themes of villager houses for each professions and things like that. So this is a really good start in getting the style established. And also, the style matches our house, so I think it works quite well. I very much hope that you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. Look at what we have now. It's kind of a gatehouse type thing. Few towers, link them up with a nether portal suspended in the middle. And this was our original nether portal, so I just decided not to move it. But we have these really cool towers matching the colour theme of over here, and I really like them. I was going to walk through the build of these, but it took a lot longer than expected, so I decided against it, and a time lapse does the trick. We need to fix the interior of this house, so we're going to get right on to doing that right now. I want to do something along the lines of this, and I do want to use stripped logs. I do know that, because I think the combination of these does look really good. But as for the pattern, I am not too sure yet. I think I'm going to start with just extending these logs all the way along, and then we can work in some more intricate patterns into the design once we've got these base logs down. Alright, there's the whole floor done. Now what I want to do is add a bit of extra shape to this and a bit more structure. So if something comes in like this, there we go, and then maybe another one here. That looks quite nice. And what we are going to do with this area is we're going to use it for storage. I had a suggestion by someone on the last episode. Use this for storage. What I originally did when I was playing around in creative was just use it for an all-purpose kind of survival themed area, so crafting tables, furnaces, enchanting area. But we do need storage. As you can tell by the state of my inventory and just even these 2 shulker boxes, our storage situation at the moment is a complete mess. Okay, and then we bring this one up here, I feel like, and we'll mirror that over here onto the other side real quick. And as for this gap here, I think some barrels would work perfectly. And here we have the final barrel going in. There we go. That looks really good. So now all we have to do is mirror across these chests to over here. We are making some solid progress in organising all this stuff. The only problem is I keep running out of wood for the item frames, for sticks, which I will have stored somewhere, but I currently don't really know where any of the stuff is. Let's just say organising these is never the most fun to do, but we have made some quite good progress. And I'm glad we're getting through it. It's kind of one of those tasks you just got to get done. You can see our pile of chests is reducing. We are getting there. It just takes a while, but once we've got it done, it'll be a lot easier to find what we're looking for, and we won't be living in quite so much chaos. You may be wondering why I'm down here in a mine. Well, look what I have in my hand here. It is time to fight the Wither. I've got a chest plate on, just a spare one, and I've got a few golden apples just in case. But we're going to defeat the Wither. We have all the Wither skulls, finally. And it is time. Let's go. Got my bow, and we're going to do it. I've got my golden apples just in case. It's about to blow up, and we're going to get him. Here we go. It started. Come on. Look at that. The bow is doing some really good damage. It's coming quick though. I might get to the end of our tunnel here if we're not careful. Once I get him down to a certain amount of health, I'll have to start hitting him with the sword. Oh, there we go. Hit him with the sword. Come on. Oh, he hits quite hard. But my netherite armor is saving me here. And this sword, look at the damage. There we go. There we go. Not even half a heart of damage done by the Wither here. And we have our nether star. Now that was pretty fun. I haven't done one of these fights in quite a while, so I actually really enjoyed that. And I do actually, in fact, already have all the iron we're going to need to get a full beacon going. So that is really great. So we'll be able to get a full beacon straight away and start using it. Here we go. Got our nether star. We got our obsidian. And finally, we've got the glass. And we have a beacon. Now this is really cool. This is going to help us so much whenever we're around here. Usually I have haste on a beacon, but I'm probably going to get a quad beacon anyway at some point when I go back to the nether and get a few more of the Wither skulls. So that's going to be really useful for us. As the sun sets behind me, I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap it up here for this episode. Lots of progress yet again. We got our beacon, we got a gold farm, we made a few adjustments to the house, we got a big cool nether portal area. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. There's a bit of a collab going on over at Spawn, which I decided not to show for this one, but we're getting a shopping district sorted because I've got all these farms and we need somewhere to sell them and other people have their own farms. So there's a lot of shops getting built up. I've started on a fairly basic design, but we're going to be jumping right in the start of the next episode and getting those shops complete, getting at least a few of them up, and I can start properly selling all the stuff from all my farms. So that should be really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and maybe subscribe if you're new here. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.